Happy Sunday. All right, I'm gonna do, I think, like a 2 hour show real quick, and then I'm gonna eat, and then I might do another one. I might give myself like some sort of epileptic fit. I have set the lights up to react to music and the video game. This looks a little like. Wait, let me see if I can turn this down a little bit. Let's go from extreme down to high. Okay. There we go. I think that's going to work a little better. Not quite so extreme. What are we doing today? Today, I want to take a look at this Venti video from Dragonfly. And then I want to I'm going for a secret treasure achievement. And I'm going to be going off of a YouTube guide by Weed. Appears to be his name. Yeah, and then if, you know, hopefully this is something I haven't already done. But we'll find out. Let's take a look at this Venti comeback. So I can see. Give me a second, I'll pull it up. Okay, music stop.
This one's green, I get one yellow, and I can't have the red. What do I?
So I have Venti.
You know, 98% of
I know some people who are gonna pull for Venti. I have my own thoughts about him, but I'd like to see what Dragonfly Marcus
Studies
thinks.
show how 2 reset days a week is all it takes to lose weight and keep it off. No more traffic light food? Nope, just reset days. Click the link and try reset today.
Stop dieting. Seriously, don't bother dieting again. Ever. Because you don't need to. If you really want to lose a serious amount of weight for good,
Good
then
lord.
do this little-known fat loss shortcut for the next
The
3 days.
fuck?
Oh, hello Dragonfly Swarm. Venti is a character that everybody and their mother wanted when Genshin Impact first came out, but then a massive portion of the community started saying he lost value, he's not as strong as he used to be, Kazuha is better, all sorts of things. And to an extent, I suppose there's merit to some of those claims, but not in the way you might think. And in fact, I would venture to say that even though times have been tougher than usual for Venti since Inazuma came out, he's now seeing quite a resurgence in viability and versatility in 3.1, which is exactly what I want to talk about today, cause he's making a comeback. So in this video, I'm gonna discuss a bit about the history of where Venti's been and where he is right now with regards to the meta, and I'll also be deep diving some of his strongest new teams, including multiple Bloom team variants as well as Quicken teams, all of which are actually very fun and quite strong, all for the purposes of helping you get an idea of whether it's worth pulling for or investing in your Venti right now. Before I start though, you should totally follow me on Twitch, cause I stream multiple days a week and I would love to see you over there. Anyways, let's get started by talking about some of the misconceptions and downsides Venti has faced in recent times. Starting with the statement, he's weaker, he's lost value, which is not entirely
That's kind of
true.
what I
Venti
tend to
is no
think.
stronger or weaker than he ever was. It's just that when Genshin Impact first came out, we very often saw late game content that was full of large hordes of enemies, and where does Venti thrive? In combat against large hordes of enemies. So
Yeah,
throughout
multiple.
basically the entirety of the 1.x patches, Venti was just the 5-star to have, and there was this sort of inflated reputation that came with that, which was quickly deflated when 2.0 started. Yeah, Yeah, not only did the Spiral Abyss begin to feature heavier enemies as well as straight up bosses and single target scenarios, but Hoyoverse even released an entire new cast of enemies that to this day remain significantly more difficult for Venti to crowd control than what we were used to. Therefore, people began relying less on Venti for clearing these new bits of in-game content, and since this trend of bosses and heavy enemies wasn't going away, even after months of Inazuma being out, a good chunk of the player base began assuming that Venti was just dead. Which, in theory, Venti's play rate would absolutely tank if Hoyoverse had just completely stopped featuring Horde floors in the Spiral Abyss, but even that hasn't happened. They've sprinkled Horde floors throughout the late levels of Spiral Abyss quite consistently, especially recently. But the real problem there for Venti is that not only was his own role becoming significantly less appealing to newer players, but also Kazuha exists. And Kazuha is objectively a much more versatile and practical Anemo support than Venti is, so then the discussion of power creep began. Which that too, in a way, is a misconception. I wouldn't necessarily say that Kazuha power crept Venti, because Venti's most notable attribute is his dominance in crowd control scenarios, and Kazuha very much doesn't contest that. And in fact, we've actually been seeing a nice resurgence in crowd control floors in the later levels of Spiral Abyss recently, those of which floors Venti thrives on. So he's been enjoying a steady play rate for quite some time now, even after the Kazuha rerun back in 2.8, which sold really well. So in general, with the portion of the player base that spouts about Venti being weaker or power crept or a dead character, I don't blame you, but I don't really agree. I think what's actually happening is that Venti's inflated dominance in the early days of Genshin gave a lot of people the impression that he was at a certain power level, when in fact his real power level is around what we see nowadays. He's no weaker or stronger than he ever was, there's just a lot more team options and a few less scenarios in which he thrives nowadays, which is natural, and it happens to pretty much every character. Inevitably, the more characters that are released, the more options you have that will work better than other characters in certain situations. That's just kind of how it goes. Well, I say that, but actually, with the release of Sumeru, Venti has enjoyed quite a significant number of new teams and strategies that have made even me invest in him, and I don't even like Venti that much. With Sumeru's introduction, Anemo characters have received some very interesting interactions with Bloom and Quicken, and Venti just so happens to be one of the best Anemo characters to capitalize on these new mechanics, thanks to his enjoyment of elemental mastery and his ability to constantly swirl. As such, I feel like in order to get an accurate perspective on how this has all changed Venti for the better, we kinda have to discuss the mechanics of the teams. So let's first talk about Venti's Bloom teams, or more accurately, Hyper Bloom. Hyper Bloom teams have come out as one of the strongest Dendro team types that we currently have access to, and a lot of that has to do with its very high damage potential in single target and AoE scenarios simultaneously. Take for example a Hyper Bloom team with Raiden, Kokomi, Dendro Traveler, and Venti. The goal in this team is to use Kokomi to cause electrocharge reactions and Bloom reactions so that Raiden can consistently proc Hyper Bloom, but with Venti here, he's sucking up all of the enemies into one spot as well as sucking up the Dendro cores into one spot, which, in case you didn't know, Hyper Bloom missiles actually aren't single target, their AoE is just really tiny. So with multiple enemies bunched together, it's possible for many of the Hyper Bloom missiles to hit multiple enemies rather than just one, which significantly increases your AoE damage. And this principle applies to every variant of the Hyper Bloom team, no matter which Electro, Hydro, and Dendro unit you decide to use. Generally, running characters like Kuki, EM Raiden, Kokomi, and Dendro Traveler will provide a higher focus on reaction damage, since their personal damage won't make up a crazy amount of the team DPS, but the good thing is that lots of these characters have supportive utility that makes the team much more enjoyable to work with. Alternatively, running powerful off-field units such as Fischl and Xingqiu in those respective slots will quite heavily restrict your access to survivability, but in exchange the team's damage ceiling will likely be higher thanks to the strong personal damage they provide. The only caveat to bringing Venti in any of these Hyper Bloom teams is that he will often absorb Electro with his burst, meaning he's gonna be consistently stealing Hyper Blooms from your Electro teammate, but the good thing about this is that thanks to how strong he is with a full EM build and Dendro teams, you'll typically want to run Venti with stacked EM anyways, meaning even when he does steal Hyper Blooms, they're gonna be dealing quite significant damage. And yes, of course, you'll still want him to run a 4-piece Viridescent Venerer in this team because it will massively buff his swirl damage, Anemo damage, and his ability to shred resistance, which becomes more valuable the more damage your Hydro and Electro unit
He is
deal.
great with
weapons, I would argue
EVV.
Stringless will be one of his most valuable since his EM is helping him to deal swirl damage, Hyper Bloom damage, and aggravate damage, which is a very significant amount of reaction damage. But Elegy for the End can also be quite nice in this team, and if you
still don't
just double
quite
down on his personal
understand
damage, Skyward Harp, Polar Star,
all of the
Simulacra,
Dendro
and
reactions,
Hunter's
but
Path
that's
can
alright.
also be competitive weapon options to choose from. But unfortunately, there really aren't that many notable 4-star weapons for Venti that even remotely compare to Stringless, so you'll have to work with weapons like Blackcliff Warbow, Prototype Crescent, Alley Hunter, Windblow Mode if you have it, etc. However, the next exciting team style
I don't think the Alley
discuss
Hunter
is
gets as
Quicken
much
teams, or more specifically
credit
Aggravate
as it
teams,
needs to.
because it's become pretty clear that Anemo is busted busted with Dendro, even though it can't even react with it. Well, essentially, animal characters are able to proc aggravate reactions by swirling Electro and chain reacting this Electro swirl onto other enemies that are affected by Quicken. In doing so, the animal character is dealing swirl damage and aggravate damage on enemies, and even though the aggravate that animal characters cause cannot crit, it still adds up to a significant amount of reaction damage thanks to EM and level scaling. In Venti's case, this phenomenon is especially true because, again, he already thrives in AoE scenarios, so his ability to constantly proc swirl and aggravate on piles of enemies all at once creates extremely high AoE damage for aggravate teams. Take for example a team with Yaimiko, Fischl, Dendro Traveler, and Venti. Well, already right off the bat, Venti's burst is helping Yai's turrets and Traveler's burst to hit multiple enemies at once, which is a notable boost to their team damage contribution. But on top of that, Venti is causing constant swirl and aggravate reactions.
Never thought about
still
that with
completely
Miko.
allowing Fischl and Yai to deal their own aggravates as well, which, you know, makes it a very potent quick swap team. You could also replace one of these Electro slots with Kuching or Beto for more offensive potential, or characters like Kuki or Dori for less damage but decent survivability. As of releasing this video, Sino isn't currently out in the game, so I can't say much, but it's very safe to infer that he'll perform well with Venti and aggravate teams, similarly to why Kuching performs well with Venti, because Sino is an on-fielder Electro unit with what seems to be a lot of Electro application, which is great for aggravate. But again, that's all based on what we learned from the 3.1 livestream, so take that with a grain of salt. Oh, or you could go down a really weird route and run Venti, Kazuha, and an Electro unit and a Dendro unit for the purposes of having Venti as your animal support so that Kazuha can run Thundering Fury, which allows this team to output an insane amount of swirls and aggravates. In general though, the only issue with these team variants is that Venti is taking up the team slot that you would generally fill with a support unit like Zhongli or Diona, so
See, like my problem with putting situational artifacts on characters is that I completely forget that I've done it, because I don't go in before every fight and double check everybody's artifacts and everybody's weapons. I could, but I feel like that takes way too much time.
Venti's version of aggravate teams is
So I
best
prefer them
enjoyed
to
by
have their
players
own
who are okay with
pieces.
sacrificing comfortable gameplay for high damage outputs.
I'd rather have artifact pieces that work across a broad range of conditions rather than have a bunch of specific swaps that I have to do constantly.
Absolutely gonna want Venti to run Viridescent Venerer in this team since shredding Electro resistance is so valuable because, you know, it's an Electro-centered team. But also, my weapon recommendations for Venti in this team are gonna remain pretty much the same as they are for his Hyper Bloom teams, because he can't actually strengthen his own aggravate damage with crit and damage modifiers since technically his aggravates are considered transformative. That's because he's not actually causing aggravate on his own, but rather using chain reactions from Swirl to cause it, so yeah. Regardless, still swag. Both of these team variants have a lot of possible setups with Venti in mind, and he benefits greatly from being placed in the teams for many different reasons. So even though I did explicitly say that I don't think Venti is any weaker or any stronger in 3.1, I do think he's become quite a bit more applicable to the meta than he's been in recent times. And although Kazuha and Sucrose have definitely also solidified their spots in Dendro teams, Venti has done so in a way that feels very Venti-ish. He provides insane value in AoE scenarios and provides quite a few otherwise unattainable mechanics that not even powerhouses like Kazuha and Sucrose can provide in these teams. Which, personally speaking, I feel like this really helps to remedy his issues with heavier enemies, which have plagued his popularity since 2.0. But he is still restricted to AoE teams, so all in all as of 3.1, if you're a fan of Venti or you're okay with him being only optimal in AoE combat, he's quite fun and very powerful, as he has always.
That's the thing, if you're going to pull for Venti, is you got to know that he's like AoE only. Really?
If you're on the fence for other reasons though, it is worth noting that Kazuha is widely agreed to be a more practical and versatile animal support than Venti, so that's definitely something to consider as well. But that's for you to consider, because I'm leaving. If you enjoyed this video or it helped you in any way, please don't forget to leave a like and consider subscribing, because it very much helps my channel. Until next time, you little animal lovers.
All right, that was Dragonfly Marcus's take on Venti. Go find him on Twitch, follow him on YouTube. He does great Genshin guides. Definitely recommend. So I'm just going to jump into this YouTube guide. Wondering if there's a... Let me see if I can share the guide and the link for people who might want to do it later. Here we go. And then I think I can just post links. There you go. All right, that is the guide we're going to be doing. Hopefully we can get this done. Like it's a 10-minute guide, so it should be fairly quick.
Of siblings in the foster care
Get some music going.
Due to the lack of homes, National Youth Advocate Program believes families belong together when safety concerns
Shuffle.
arise and youth need a
All right,
tutor.
so I have my lights set up to go with the game and go with the sound. So we're gonna see if this gets a little too flashy or what. I tend to think it's gonna be pretty cool. So let's see. Oh, excellent. It's like a big fighting game tournament on tonight. Good luck to everyone in that tournament. I went to DSW today, Discount Shoe Warehouse. Didn't find anything for me. Found a couple things for my nieces. Apparently DSW means other things to other parts of the country. But I wouldn't know anything about that. All right, well, I'll tell you what, let's... All right, let's go with chess number 1 here. I'm gonna try to watch it on this monitor. Can I mute this? Yes, I think I can. There we go. Okay. So they are starting in Sumeru. And they are starting... Okay, so they're saying it's like right here. Okay. So far I'm okay with these lights. I don't know. I think them reacting to the sound is going to get to be a little much, but we'll see. We will see. I was driving around today. I got new sunglasses that are they're like aviators, but they're yellow. So I had to, like, you know, obviously it tints and changes all of the colors and stuff. So I had to relearn that blue means go instead of green. Orange more or less still look the same. Red more or less look the same. So I don't think I have any color blindness going on, which is good. Okay. Got my little dendro team here. Let's see, where do they go? It's chest 1. Looking for this little wooden thing right here. Okay, there's this thing. Ah, here's the first one. Dig. Huh? This again. Prank chests like this really tick Paimon off. Alright. Okay, that's chest 1. I think done and done. Okay, so then he goes north to a little patch. Got it. Due north. I see the I can never remember what these things are called. The little pagoda thing. The thing you need a Shrine of Depths. There we go. Okay, so here's number 2. Dig. But they do say 3rd time's a charm, so this has got to be the last time.
Can't see.
I'm gonna need to adjust some computing power here.
The wind knows me.
Let me do that right now. All right, settings. CPU, low performance. Low, low, low.
Come at the forest. I'll uproot you.
Okay, decent, workable.
Can't see.
Hi.
Into the wind.
Oh shit, there's one of those mechanical demon things down there.
Quietly now.
Okay, so let me get back to where I found that initially. Ooh, parametric transformer today. Have to do that. So freaking excited about Tuesday, I guess it would be. Probably around midnight when maintenance ends. And we will be pulling. And hopefully we will have 3 new characters by the end of that night. We'll see.
Or upgrade the premium for advanced features like Clarity Full Sentence, rewrites that make your work shine. Grammarly, better grades, fewer all-nighters.
I make pretty weak coffee, right, generally. I had Starbucks today, and holy crap. That was nuts.
Don't be afraid to make mistakes. It's all part of the learning process.
Okay, so this is chest. Where did we land for chest 2? All right, I'm gonna have to go back. I lost visually where I was. Plus, I have this like crazy EDM music. Okay, so that was one. We did that here. And then we jumped over here. We went down here. You know what? I'm going to put the guide over here. That way. You know, they never tell you that for like a decent streaming setup, you need 1,000 monitors. But 'tis true. There's that. Let's make sure this is muted. Okay, so after you've done this, you can get 65 Primo Gems and an achievement. Oh, hang on. And I always forget to do this, but it usually helps if I put this in performance mode. This is not... Here we go. I'm going to do my classic mix, which I like. A lot. Mucho, mucho. Alright, this is looking a little smoother slightly. That'll work. Alright, so I'm looking over here and watching chest 1 we did. Chest 2 we did. And that's where I am now. Okay. And then it looks like we're gonna go up here. Well, first of all, let's get rid of this. Looks like we'll go up here. And down here is chest number 2. We're gonna go southeast. All right. Now we need any Dendroculuses that we can find. So I'll be keeping an eye out for those. Let's take a look. All right, where you at? Okay. Should be, yep, I can see it right there. God, that saying is absolutely wrong. This is the 4th time.
The wind knows me.
Who doesn't love green glitter, right?
Let's nip that in the butt.
Oh! Is that another one? Ow! Headshot? No. Ho! Nice. Okay, so to pick up where we left off, this was the chest right there. And I'm watching over here. Okay, map.
Don't be afraid to make mistakes.
Well, first of all, let's get rid of this. That was nowhere near. They're going right here. One of these days I want to see, like, I wonder if there's an achievement for getting all of these sort of 4-leaf gold things. And I bet you could traverse the entirety of Sumeru just using those, which I think would be a lot of fun. Alright, I wonder if I can see it. Yep, it's right there. And it looks like we'll get a chest. And I'm guessing you want me to go over here and do something with this since you made me look at it. Ah!
I'll uproot you.
As one with wind and cloud. Into the wind.
Busted. Game's up. Comes over.
Kind of hard to see through the grass, but we're making it work.
Gotcha.
I just don't want to lose like where I'm at.
One with nature.
Here comes the catch.
Okay, cleared out. See if I can remember where that was. I think it was like way over here.
Come at the farce.
Anything? Nothing? I think I've been over here. So I think anything that they wanted me to look at or do, I think I've already done.
Yep, it's like an ice cream cone. The more scoops you get, the greater the risk of failure. One if you want.
And if I remember correctly,
And with the Nutanix
it was over here, but it looks like, yeah, right here.
You can manage applications and data across all of your clouds from a single point of control. Is it weird that my mouth is watering?
Come on. Over here.
Registration by CDW. People who get it. Find out more at
Into the wind.
cdw.com/repentance.
Clouds high. The birds
Come! I hear everything. Enshroud. Who do you think you are?
One with nature.
Busted. Gotcha. Ha! Game's up. Comes over.
I'll be back. Okay, this is a real chest, so that's nice. Common or not. And then this is our fake one, I believe. Our streak of bad luck hasn't ended yet. All right. Father figure? NSPQX? NSPXQ? No, that was not father figure, I don't think. Are you talking a song?
Press a leaf between dry sheets of paper.
Is that the name of a song?
Handy bookmark.
I feel like that was like a song from the 80s. But welcome NSPQX, XQ, NSPXQ. It's a tongue twister. All right, let's see. Where's this next chest at? All right. I can skip ahead a little bit. We're gonna get through this faster than I thought, which is excellent.
It's all part of the learning process.
Okay, next one. Okay. They're saying it's right here. Where is my father? Shark EC? Skark EC? Where is my father? It's hard to say. It's hard to say. Could be anywhere, really. But the real question is, where is your father? That's what I'd like to know. Welcome. We got 2 first-time chatters. Welcome, y'all. Good to see you. I don't know what this father thing is about, but I'm all about it if you are.
Attractive and handy bookmark.
Okay, so I'm going to see if I can spot it without having to look at the guide. You're going to be amongst all these people. Is that it? I don't think so. But let's go down here and cause a ruckus anyways.
My tail's all messed up.
Mind on my tail!
I'll uproot you.
Dori trying to help out. Her heart is in the right place. Her heart is in the right place. Plus, she's just trying to sell some stuff, you know?
Into the wind.
Hunter becomes the hunted.
You know, father figures can be interesting, can't they? There's a lot of duality with father figures. And you always have to be careful talking about fathers and father figures because
Time to go.
people have really strong feelings about fathers and parental units in general. And you never know who you're talking to or what's going on, so I always try to steer clear of those conversations. Right, I'm not finding this magical chest. Oh, I love this song and what they do with that. All right, I'm going to take a look at this guide while we're listening to this gorgeous master of this song, which is Bach Cello Suite Number 1. I only know that because it's in the name of the song. It's in the name of the title. I don't know classical music that well. Ah.
There are leaves around, and I know just the tune to accompany them, if you wish to hear it.
So it's gonna be I need to go full screen for a second.
Time to go.
It was behind two boxes. And that ain't right. All right. Aw, little caravan thing. Maybe I may have already gotten it. I've been over in this section several times. throughout my Sumeru career. My illustrious Sumeru career. Let's get a lay of the land here. Let me take another look at what this person did.
The scenery is wonderful. Surely enough.
What?
There's so much to protect in our lives. That's why Nationwide is on your side.
Nationwide Mutual Insurance Company and affiliates, Columbus, Ohio.
When you shop at Walmart, you get it. You spend a little less and get the essentials in as little as 1 hour.
I'm in the totally wrong spot. That explains a lot.
So you can save a little more time for everything else. Save money, live better, Walmart. Restrictions and fees apply.
Because I did that one, right? Did that one. Did that one. That was this one right here. I don't know what that's marking. I made this one up. I have no idea. That's not even on the guide. Why did I do that? They have it like up here. So we're gonna go over here. See if that's correct. Oh, it's so cute. This they're using Xiao on this guide. Oh, I see what they did. They went directly left to get here. Which I did, yes? No? Yes? No? Reminds me of that character from Labyrinth. Yeah, I think I did get that one. Okay. Ah! Why couldn't you have been a Dendroculus? Treasure from a prior spree I went on. Yeah, and it was like right here, and I got it, didn't I? Yeah, it's right here. And then from here, and I'm gonna delete this. From here we go. Okay, so they do mark this out right here, which I had marked before. This person in this guide is just like flying by all of these Dendroculi without grabbing them. All right. Hang on one second. Okay, so they marked out a spot on the map and they went nowhere near it. I understand now. Okay, so we're going up here actually. I spy a treasure chest. Yeah, here's this. Why is this happening?
Is there a chest?
All right, cool. So that was what? Chest number 5? 4 or 5 already? Not bad.
Let's nip that in the butt.
Come on, yay. Finish him off.
Things are about to get dicey.
Okay, so my my hands are either really cold or I have like early onset arthritis or something.
Treasure. One way to draw your target out of hiding.
What? Who are you? No. This is my story. You get out of here.
As one with wind and cloud.
I hear everything. Where do you think you're? Can't see.
No, I can't either. I'm just shooting randomly. Okay. I get direction blindness sometimes, so okay, this map is helpful. I like this rug. Oh, it looks like they were playing cards. Which I believe we're going to be getting a card game within this game that looks exactly like Hearthstone. So we can always use, you know,
Quantified in monetary terms.
more complicated things to wrap our brains around in Genshin Impact, always. Okay, here's where I picked up that chest. Let me delete this pin, because I will not remember what that is later. And take a look at this guide. See where they go. The next one they put by Yasna Monument. Diddle-diddle-doo. Right here. Go here, heal up. Heal up, team. I'm gonna like make some points while I'm sitting here. Yes. Some heist points. I play heist with myself all the time. I finally got the Leoa statues to number 10. Finally, yesterday or the day before. Less climactic than I thought it would be, but it was still good and worth it, and I'm glad I did it. Ah, yes. Thank you, Streamlabs. Yes. What you see, I got good vision.
Don't be afraid to make mistakes. It's all part of the learning process.
Where am I and what am I doing? Sweet. Made 100 points. Back what you see when you got good vision. Oh, that's right. We are headed up here. Northwest. All right, let me see if I can spot it before I check the guide. No, maybe. I love that I always think that like by turning my head, I'm going to be able to see around a corner or something. No one's ever told me that it doesn't work like that yet. All right, where do you go in the guide? There's a female singer, Kim Petras, who sings with this band, and she just released a single with Sam Smith called Unholy. Banger. Complete, absolute banger. I'm not going to play it on here because I don't know, get in trouble? But check it out when you get a chance. It's an awesome, awesome, awesome song.
Redefine your legacy with Adidas 3-Stripe Life footwear and apparel. Click now to see the full collection on champsports.com.
Ah, come on, Bella. Come on, Bella. exit. There it is. Nothing good.
Like something good is inside. One with the forest.
Busted. Gotcha.
I'll uproot you.
My God, it is so hard with these lights. Ah!
Here comes the catch.
Come on, yay!
Gutsy.
Oh, you all. No, I'm coming up there. No. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I'm gonna walk over here
One with nature.
and destroy all of you.
Quiet.
That's what kind of day I had. Just kidding.
Fallen leaves.
I went to DSW. Where I live, that stands for Discount Shoe Warehouse. All right, that's a real chest. Yay. And freaked out some of the poor people on Discord because they like looked it up in Urban Dictionary and they were, because I was like, I'm a DSW. They're all like, look. Okay, so we've successfully got this fake chest plus the real chest. Let's see where they go after this. Chest 6. Yeah. I got that. Right? Map? Yeah. All right, next one. Where you at? They're putting it right here. Oh yeah, and I walked into Discount Shoe Warehouse and like my shirt was unbuttoned like down to my belly button because I was in the car and I had to put deodorant on. So I was out. I went to the drugstore, got some deodorant, and you know I didn't have any on, so I was like, well, I got to put some on. Put it on in the car, get out, just walk in. Wondered why everyone was looking at me weird. Those poor children. And then I was able to cover up in time. Before I got in trouble. Okay, let me see if I can find this on my own. Yes, I spot it. I spot it. I spy in the middle of a bunch of mushrooms. Violent mushrooms, which means I want a fire guy. Or gal. Fire.
What's our objective?
Our objective, Duluth, is to incapacitate these fungi? Mushrooms. Heya! Aerostorm! Thanks for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Where are you coming from? What continent? I'm North America, East Coast. Not underwater yet.
Let's nip that in the butt. Can't see.
It's kind of hard to see with your green glitter everywhere, yeah.
There can be no excuse for
All right, at this point, I'm... At this point, I'm not sure what I'm doing over here. I need this fake chest. And I need to, save poor Diluc. Will you? Aerostorm, North America Central. Hey, I used to live North America Central. I was in Chicago for 20 years. Love Central Time Zone. Don't give me that. Let me get the thing that I came here for. Let me see if I can find it and grab it.
Deal on dinner at Whole Foods Market. Take 25% off sustainable wild.
That's definitely a way to go. Yeah, no shit.
Shop in store or
Diluc. My Diluc is, you know, he's not the quickest, but he's nice. And he's got that high pony, so extra points. Your Diluc is benched, huh? Get in trouble or just not working out for you? Sometimes my Diluc gets benched. He typically does pretty well. Let me grab a Yanthe, throw her in there. She can at least do it from a distance. Yanny! That's a horrible nickname. Although, that reminds me of... So, I'm an 80s, 90s kid. And back in the day, I think he's still around. But, you know, I was big into, like, neo-classical music. And there was this performance artist named Yanni. And I think he peaked in the 90s. Oh, hey, what's this? Remarkable chest. Hey, are you furniture? Yes, you are. I freaking love when I get furniture. Learn it. And then I need to find... Here's what I came here for. This fake ass exquisite chest. No end to this. It's alright, Paimon. We're on 7 of 11. We got 4 more chests. And then we will get 60 Primo Gems. Fremo Gems, if you will. If you're nasty. And, an achievement, because I'm an achievement hunter. Okay, so that's the map. I just did that. Let's... I want to replace Yanthe. Trying to get your Dori to 70. The game is being a wee bit obnoxious. I've got Dori at 60. I mean, I absolutely love this character. She's not the strongest. But, like, who is? Diluc? He's benched. I am a big fan of Dori. And I think it's just, like, the character design was just so interesting and fun. Like, come on. Your Dori's pretty strong? Ah, you built a Hyper Bloom DPS. That's my problem, is I haven't really decided how I want to use her yet. That's exactly where my problem is. She's doing 14k per bloom. You're a badass. I don't totally know how Hyper Bloom works yet. I'm still working on it, so I don't totally I don't have my head wrapped around it. But that sounds freaking awesome. I'm gonna have to redo this. I can't talk and do something else at the same time. What am I thinking? Where you at? Okay. Oh, this is 7. I just did this. That number probably changed because you got her to 69. Nice. Excellent. Yeah, I'm at 60 with her right now. What do I need to level her up? Oh shit, not much. I just need like a couple drops on the Electro Regisfine. I'm gonna do that after I get my achievement. I don't know, what's French for achievement? You get her up to 1071 EM when you get everything stacked. Holy crap. Good on you. Nice. Yeah, I'm just now like kind of doing EM builds big time with regards to Dendro. Okay, I just did that one. Okay, next one is I'll tell you who I had a blast with was learning Sucrose. She's a blast on a taser team with like Beidou. I don't know what your character roster is, but if you've got or like Fischl, if you've got an off-field Electro with Sucrose, Sucrose is such a good driver. Like and it's so funny because she was one of the first characters I got, and I never used her ever. Until maybe like a month ago when I learned how to use her. And so I started building her up. It was her turn. It was her time. I'm a collector, so I collect characters. And one of the things that I say is that everybody in my house gets love. So like all of my characters get built slowly but surely. So it was her turn to get built. And that's when I discovered how freaking powerful she is. Okay, so on this map, we're going over here. I have to imitate one of my friends, or one of our friends on my Discord has like the most fantastic accent. It's like that. I think it's like Long Island, but he's not from Long Island. But I love the accent, so sometimes I just copy it. All right, what's the easiest way for me to get there? I'm not from Long Island. I've never been to Long Island. I don't know anything about it. Never been to New York either. I spent 20 years in Chicago, so that counts for something. But Chicago ain't New York, that's for sure. And I don't need to go to New York to tell you that.
I applied a plant-based waterproofing oil to my tail. One swish, and it's dry.
I need to go south, southeast. Ah! Hello, boys. It's your day to die. Yeah, like my play style with Dori is get the enemy between you and the lamp, which is not the best way to play it. But look, I mean, I'm playing her for fun at the moment. I haven't really put the homework in yet. I will. I'll get there. Hey, look at this. Oh, is this one of those lookout towers? Yeah. But that's basically how your hyper bloom is. Yeah. Just run around the blooms and make them pop. How do you make them pop? You just hit them? What am I doing? Where am I going? Southwest. Yeah, just run around and make pop. Alright. I'll get the hang of Hyper Bloom eventually. Whoop! I see something that needs a glitter bomb. It's my favorite part of Tainari's kit, is he just throws a glitter bomb.
With Volvo Recharge plug-in hybrids, you can make more of
All right, we're getting there. Let's see if I can spot this without looking at the guide. So I know what these look like in the ground now.
Every electric journey count. We call them electric cars with a backup plan. Volvo Recharge plug-in hybrids. Learn more
What is that?
volvocars.us.
No, I have no idea. All right, well, I'm going to have to destroy everybody because
One with the forest.
I can't have them wandering around while I'm trying to find this hole in the ground.
Keep up.
Dori, no!
The birds call. The wind knows it.
I can't just kill him once. I can't just die once. It's always got to be 2 times.
Here comes the catch.
I don't know how much damage I'm doing to you. Not much. Okay. Oh, where'd you go? Are we just chasing each other?
Can't see. Oh. Let's nip that in the butt.
Quietly now. Gotcha.
I'm not finished.
Holy. I'm usually way more on the ball than this. This is not... Like, I'm not the best Genshin player, but I'm not this bad.
Things are about to get dicey.
Come on, yay. Is that everybody? I think so. Okay, so now we got to find the hole in the ground. All right, let me take a look at the guide real quick. Where are you? Got you. Okay. They came in from the north. There's that. A little further down this way. Yeah, we're both sucking right now. Well, I'm sorry to hear that you're sucking. At least you're not broadcasting it to the internet. The Oceanid. Let me tell you something about the Oceanid. It's hit or miss. It's hit or miss. I've had days where the Oceanid is just cake. Cake. And I've had days where the Oceanid just whoops my ass. Whoops with a U. Like whoops my ass. Three times in a row. Well, clearly third time is not a charm with the Oceanid. Okay, it should be right here. So I think I've already got this chest at some point. Pretty sure. I don't know. It may have happened when I was fighting. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's go heal everybody up real quick. And then I'll head back and I'll double check. And while they're healing, I'm going to run and grab another Gatorade.
Tracy Morgan here. Yesterday, my friend asked me, why'd you join Uber One? So I said, for 10% off my snacks and $0 delivery fee. Join Uber One.
Order minimums apply. Percentage off discounts only available for participating stores. See uber.com/Uber1 for details.
Good roll. Alright, maybe I'll take one more day off and knock out the rest of the work once I'm feeling up to it.
Yes. Grape Gatorade. 0 carbs, 0 sugar. I'm glad they finally made a Gatorade with like no carbs. For those of us that like to drink it to hydrate our sitting and not our intense, you know, activity. Ah, chemical grape. Yeah, that's fine. I was looking at my team, thinking I might want to do a switch, but I'm good. All right. Yeah. Let me approach this again and just make sure. My energy recharge a bit. Yeah, I must have, because it was right here, and I see a treasure chest. Okay, so it was down there. Already got it. I'm gonna go for this treasure chest.
One with the forest.
Come on, Dori, or Kazuha, whoever's coming out.
Busted.
Into the wind. I can't see. I'll bury you. I think we can forgo the lost and found report.
You don't mess with Tanari. Like, he goes from, you know, cute little bunny creature to I will destroy you and your family real quick. So I'm pretty sure we don't mess with Tanari. All right. Delete. Let's see where the next one is. So this is chest 8 out of 11. I'm out of here in 20 minutes, so at least long enough for me to eat, and then I'll be back. And I'm going to do a long stream this evening. We'll see if we can get the 4 before I have to go eat. Okay, yeah, I did that. Next one, not too far away. Got it right marked. Right here.
The value of knowledge cannot simply be quantified in monetary.
Do you hate increasing the font size on your phone to see text messages?
Yes.
Becoming more difficult. Verilux progressive eyeglass lenses eliminate blurry vision.
Okay, let's see if I can find this without
That's why they're the #1 optometrist
checking the guide.
progressive lenses in the world. Visit Verilux.com today to book an eye exam with your local Essilor expert.
Again, some of these I may have already
See no limits.
I don't know. I may have already gotten him and not known it. All right, well, let's see where they go on the guide.
I'm used to the rain, but you should probably use an umbrella.
Bitch. Sorry. I hate when they're like, you should probably use an umbrella. Okay.
I'm used to the rain, but you should probably use an umbrella.
It's next to the steps. And it is right here. Perfect. Exquisite chest. Is this a treasure map? Did someone build this? Come on now, how could someone play a stupid prank? Let's go check the place marked. Treasure map in a box. Treasure map in a box. 30 points if you can tell me what that's from. Did they get a treasure map? Yeah. Okay, so this is all part of the normal procedure. Okay, so you got the same map I did. So now we are precious chests. And they moved. They didn't... Oh, I see. Okay. I love this song. It's very sweeping. Okay, this is where he went into, and this is where it supposedly is. Let's see if I can find it without the guide telling me. Oh, absolutely not. Not right this second. I'm not trying to get into that. Although I think I might have to. I'm not afraid to fight them. I just don't have the time to do it right this second. Unfortunately, I think I might be on the other side of that thing and I'm gonna have to. Yes? No? Okay, let's see where the guide, where they go for it on the guide. Yeah, you go around the exact same way I did. Okay, good. Because you're like, I don't have time.
You can make an attractive and handy bookmark.
Ah, okay. You think I'm interrupting something? In what way? Oh, like what they're doing? Yeah. Strangely, there's a note under the...
We can forgo the lost encounter.
Congratulations, whoever this is. Note at the bottom of the chest. Haha, not that idiot will be able to find this chest. To whomsoever is reading this note, here's another piece of good news for you. That glass house, the one near that Para, some Daya thing, the one with the Nilotpala lotus pond, there's some other good stuff there. Glass house. So close, Bim, but that dummy's head is full of research and academic papers. So who is he? I have no clue who's talking to me. All right, that was 30 Primogens. If it's to make the dummy in question angry, but there's a lot of incomprehensible. Yeah, well, that ain't that the truth. Yeah, I was interrupting something, and that's. We're almost done with chess, so I think I've got. I think I have time to go, like, destroy them. Let's go see. Am I interrupting something, everyone?
Dust to dust.
Quietly now.
Why did I not bring, like, a shielder? Why?
Game's up. Fun's over. Tiddly's chop.
Fallen leaves, adorn my night. The wind knows me. I must remain calm.
To be fair,
Here comes the cat.
come on, yay, pull us through, pull us through.
We believe healthcare should always revolve around you.
You can do it.
In our clean facilities or with a virtual visit from home.
Yes.
We agree to personalize the right care for you. Mercy Health. Visit mercy.com/primary care to connect.
Okay, well, whatever I interrupted is now over. Thanks to the saving grace of Yay. Oh, ley line overflows today. I forgot. I have to do those after dinner. Let's go. I want to heal everybody up real quick. That's what I want to do. Yep, I know. 10 minutes. Can I do this in 10 minutes? Can I get 2 more chests? Or 1 or 2 more chests in 10 minutes? I think I can. Okay. Let's see where they mark out the next one. That was Precious Chest number 1. And I'm watching him open the chest, read the note.
The value of knowledge cannot simply be quantified.
Glass house. I wonder if that's a metaphor or if they're really talking about a glass house. Okay. This just in, increased protein with decreased carbohydrate intake reduces postprandial blood glucose levels in women with gestational diabetes. That is from our friends at the Science subreddit. I don't know what that means. All right, so they put this. But I hope that that's useful. So I just need to go northeast of here. It's on the other side of this pond? Maybe. Alright, ladies and gents, it's down to the wire. Whoa! Got it! Yes!
Why is there a chest here?
Alright. Okay, so 60 Primo Gems. I thought it was 65.
One thing after
Ow! The hell? Alright, so that's the achievement. There you go. Friends and friends and friends. That is the hidden achievement. You can get 60 Primo Gems just in time for Tuesday's 3.1 release. I put the link in the chat if you want to do it yourself, or you can watch this VOD later and follow along with me. Or not. Whatever you want to do. About to. And I have 7 minutes to spare. Aerostorm, I'm curious, and you don't, please, you're probably busy trying to do whatever. I'm just curious, like, what claymore do you have Dori on? So I have, sacrificial sword on her. Seems to work pretty well for me. I don't know if... I had the bell on her for a hot minute. I mean, I know that that's, you know, pearl clutching behavior, but it worked for a little bit. But I was using her as more of a healer with that setup. I kind of want her to be a little more of a flexible slot. I want her to be able to do some decent DPS, but I do need that healing. So I usually like to find those middle grounds. You know. Alright, let's see. Let's get our mail. That if you don't check into Hoyo Lab every day, you should. You get free stuff. Hey, Din, the crime is going well. The video game crime is going well. For anybody watching, Din is a good friend of the channel. And he likes to refer to playing Genshin as crime. So we've had talks about it, and we're letting it, we're just into it now. So the crime is going well. We just ransacked 11 chests, hidden treasure chests, and got the Frabjous Day achievement. And we did get 5 Primo Gems. So total, we did just get 65 Primo Gems for doing a really easy quest. So I have the link. If you watch the VOD, I have the link at the beginning of the chat for the YouTube video that I used, or you could like watch my VOD and go through it. And you've got her on Rain Slasher. I had Rain Slasher on her for a second. Okay. Maybe I'll put her on Rain Slasher again. I don't know. I'll have to play with that. All right, Din, I'm sorry you're just now jumping on. Like, I'm legit popping off to go do the dinner thing, because I have plans. And then I'm coming back for, I'm going to do an 8 p.m. Eastern stream tonight. I know, Din, I'm betraying you, but I'm in the Discord. So I'm going to go eat. I'm going to do an 8 p.m. stream, probably for a good 4 hours or so. I'm just going to do who knows what, hang out, chill, play with stuff. So hopefully I'll see y'all back then. Hey, thank you guys for the new follows. Thank you, Arrow, for the follow. It's great to talk to you. Great to see you. I hope you join us. Please join the Discord if you want. We've only got a couple people in there, but they're good people and we have a good time. So I hope more people decide to join us. In the meantime, if you're about to eat, I hope it's delicious. Absolutely. And I will catch you all later.